Three quarterbacks in.
Okay, I really thought today, for the 15th practice, was very similar to the first 14 combined, really. Some of the same good things, some of the same issues coming up. I thought that on offense, all three quarterbacks did some really good things, threw some deep balls, very accurate. I thought that what normally is the two receivers making the big plays, and Marqise and Nelson with the three today, with Victor making plays. All three went over 100 yards, I believe. I think 4 or 5 touchdowns between the three of them. So I'm really excited about that. The run game was a little tough to judge because of the non-tackling. That was really a decision made yesterday based off of there just weren't enough bodies out there. If we would have tackled today and lost a receiver or tight end, we just wouldn't have been able to continue to play throughout the day. So that's why we made that decision. There's nothing about backing off and being tough and aggressive. And on defense, you saw the front seven make some plays in the blitz package and some sacks come up, and probably a couple that would have maybe been sacks had it been live, more than what was recorded. And then you saw the secondary issues show up outside, with some deep balls outside on the corners and the safeties. And then probably the one thing that happened today that really hadn't happened was probably Demetrius Wright making some plays and showing up today was really good. And we had actually moved Demetrius to the 2s this morning and moved Leon to the 1, so it was good to see him be frustrated with that, obviously. Come out and make plays, and that's what we told him. If you don't like it, make more plays.
Would you say that Demetrius was the MVP today?
The MVP of the day was Jeremy Galt, because he hasn't played football since last year for us. And yesterday in the weight room, he was working out, and we just asked him, is there any way you can come play tight end for us? Because we just weren't even going to be able to play today, so we only had one tight end. So due to the fact that he hadn't played at all and came out today and played a number of plays for us, we made him the MVP.
Overall, from taking spring practice as a whole, did you get accomplished what you had hoped to, or are there some things that you weren't able to?
Well, I think we got some things accomplished as far as our new staff together, working with our guys, implementing our new schemes on defense. I think that we were very physical up front. I think our offensive line definitely improved. I think our front seven on defense improved. I think the one difficult thing was the amount of injuries, and those guys not continue to develop. And a lot of star players in there, and some mid-year guys that just got here, like Suiso and Darius. So that's probably the disappointing thing, is not to continue to develop those guys because we're losing them to injuries. But at the same time today, we stayed healthy today, got a lot of work done. And so at the end of, even though there's 20 injuries, there's really only one, hopefully, that will affect next fall, unfortunately, is George. So at least all these guys should be back.
Can you kind of break down what you saw in the three quarterbacks?
I think the same as we've been seeing. I think they made really good decisions. Probably the one negative was, the rookie taking a couple sacks, but that's just normal. He's done that, and you just want to make a play. It's hard to learn to throw the ball away right away when you're coming from high school, setting all the state records that he did. So but that'll come. But I thought all three guys were very accurate. I thought they commanded the huddle really well. And I thought Max and Cody did really good. And made some good audibles in there. Cody got some things fixed at line of scrimmage as well. So it was good to see. And the deep ball accuracy was really good.
Have either of them started to separate themselves?
No, I don't think so. We'll go back and watch the film, but I would not imagine a decision coming out of today. And I think as we watch this, we're going to see them both make a lot of plays, which is great to have. And I think there's a lot of people around the country that are trying to find one really good quarterback. I think we have 3.
Coach, implementing the new defense, how comfortable at this point are you with it?
I think we're really comfortable where it's at. We just got to get guys healthy in the secondary and get it back. We were short a lot of DBs today out there with the potential of Dion going back there. It's even another guy that will be in the mix back there. So get all those guys healthy so we get the DB part squared away, because I think the front seven's really starting to come around.
Kenny Bigelow had 2 sacks today. How did his spring end up?
Yeah, really improved. Kenny started slow, like what everyone should when they get here, but really over the last week has played really well, and the last 2 times in the fall series has done well.
Marqise.
One more for Coach.
How did the play calling go today? Look like another share kind of a deal?
Yeah, just like the rest of spring, really. And I've kind of done that really for the majority of our springs and spring games. Let other guys be involved and listen to them jumping at time to time. just when there's certain things, sometimes on defense or something that I want to get done against the defense or see a certain player cover one or wide out.
Marquise.
Marquise, why don't you slide over?
Last October, you reportedly told Coach Kiffin that you wanted to play cornerback. Considering the concerns this year so far, has that attitude changed? Are you more determined, less determined? I mean, where are you at in your head as far as possibly becoming a defensive back?
For me, it's really on the coach's decision. I mean, most players always speak for everybody when that talks about, we come in and the coach wants us to play, that's what we're going to play. So it's the sense of, if I had to go to the other side, then if Coach gave me money, then that's what I'm going to do. I'm always open to it. To any position, actually, I'm always open to it. I'm never going to say I don't want to play that position. It's just up to the coach.
But just out of curiosity, is that because you want to play the position, or you feel like you can help the team that way? I mean, how did you even approach that?
I mean, yeah, we got a little bit of flaws on the defensive side, but I mean, I got faith in the corners that we do have. It was just a sense of me just wanting to go over there and just try it out, not necessarily really, going out there and taking it serious. I mean, if I got put on that side, I would. But I mean, our defensive players is going to be great. We got a lot of people that say they're going to come back.
Let's keep the questions on Marquise so we can let him go, and then I'll introduce the other guys.
Marquise, you seem to have a good, obviously, connection with Nelson on the other side now that Robert's going to the draft. How do you feel like that relationship is going to develop over the season?
Me and Nelson is basically the new Rob, me and Rob, basically. One thing that me and Rob did was always talk and communicate about what's going on in the field. And Nelson understands the game just as much as I do. So therefore, we always try to communicate and keep each other on track and make sure we let each other know what the defense is running or what we think they're about to run. I think we'll be on the same page, just like me and Rob was.
Marquise, are you doing anything differently this spring, say from the fall, as far as the wide receivers? Are you getting to do some different things?
As a whole, or
it's a group and as you individually?
As a whole, this year we are planning on working with all the receivers, including the walk-ons, doing that extra work in together with the quarterbacks. Last year we did a couple here, a couple there, but we're actually picking up this year. For the most part, I think the receiver core is good. I mean, yeah, we got the injuries, unfortunately, for George. But then we got Darius coming in, we got the new recruits coming in. So I think once they come in, they got everything done.
Are they running any different stuff for you, or are you running any different things that you can see out there?
Oh, no, it's the same thing as last year.
Same as last year.
Thank you.
What are your,
Last one here for Marquise.
Marquise, what are your early goals for next season? I heard you say the other day that you want to try to not drop any balls. Do you think that's realistic?
Yeah. That's a goal. I mean, I'm gonna make it happen. I mean, yeah, people you might sit here and think, going through a whole season without dropping the ball. Me, it's possible. That is one of my goals. I mean, even if I end up dropping the ball, I'm not gonna drop one after that. You just gotta go with the right mindset. That's really about it. Come to a certain point where it's time to improve on some things, and one of the things I want to improve on is my catching ability to make sure I catch everything that's in there. That's really good.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.